up, snipers? Stock Sniper Nick here, and tonight we're going to be going over the watch list for tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday, October 7th. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome guys. If you like what we got going on at the end of this video, hit the subscribe button, and we come out with this segment every single Tuesday, plus a couple other segments. If you check out our YouTube, you'll be able to see them. For tonight, for the watch list segment, what we do is at the end of the day, every single day, we sit back and we look at all the stocks that move big throughout the day. For tonight, we're all cash. We have the cash in the bank right now. We're ready for tomorrow morning. So if these stocks line up, then we could potentially play one of the three that we're going to talk about tonight. So let that lead us into our watch list for tomorrow, again, which is Wednesday, October 7th. Ooh, before we dive in, I do want to give a quick shout out to the Sniper team. The Sniper chat was super active today. Love that, guys. If you guys want more information on the Sniper chat, check out our website. It's www.thestocksnipers.com. So we had a nice couple wins in the chat today by the Sniper team. Got some clips from the chat. Put them right here because I wanted to give a couple shout outs tonight. First things first, I want to start off with our boy Kroll Daddy. As you can see here, my man made a little bit over 3,500, which is unbelievable. I think that's his biggest trade since he's been in the chat. Big ups to you, man. It just shows that if you're grinding in this game and you're just learning day in and day out, those big plays end up coming. You know, it's not like we're always aiming for those big plays, but they'll end up coming if you stay in this game. And like the stocks that you're going to see on the watch list tonight, there's huge runners every single day, and there's multi-day runners every single day. So there's always excitement in this market, and that's why we love it so much. Our boy Kroll Daddy, he took full advantage of the stock WWR, and he actually sold it pre-market. Then here's a couple other wins from the chat. Damon and LICF, Tito, nice win. Abby Dutz, our boy, he's been with us for a little bit, nice win. We had a couple plays on PPSI, which was a wild runner. If you haven't seen that, get me teased. Congrats to all you guys who made that money. Those are just a couple from the morning. I just want to give you guys a quick shout out because I was able to go in and grab some of those wins. But anyway, what we're going to do for tonight, now that the market's closed, we're going to talk about 3 stocks that we're looking for tomorrow morning. So let's go ahead and dive in. The first stock we're going to talk about is OPTI, the OTC stock. And it spiked over 70% today. So an unbelievable play. Now, OPTI did come out with news in the morning, and they said that they're going to be announcing their Q1 financials tomorrow pre-market. So since they're announcing their financials, we stayed away. That's one of our rules, is to not play in earnings. You're kind of guessing. You know, you're not inside the company. You don't know what's going on, especially with these penny stocks. So you're kind of guessing. It's almost like going to the casino. You know, you have the same odds there, going 50-50, because if this news comes out good, this stock could really spike. If it comes out bad, this stock could really dip. First things first, big shout out to the snipers who played this in Power Hour, because this one had a huge Power Hour spike. It actually spiked 25% within 10 minutes in Power Hour here, and that's why we love these plays. On a long-term chart, it is clearly a first green day coming up. So let's go ahead and dive into the 1 day, 1 minute so I can show you that spike. Look at this, in Power Hour, this thing spiked all the way from 3 to 0.0375. Like I said, a little bit over 25%. Very, very, very nice gain. And that is why we love these stocks. Now, for tomorrow morning, if this stock comes out with a good earnings, and for whatever reason, it gets a sell-off in the morning, maybe because it got such a big spike into the close where there's profit takers, if it has that good earnings and it gets a sell-off, we'll actually be watching for a potential panic dip buy, so that way we can buy it on a dip and play it for the continuation. Now, if it does dip, we like to support down here at 0.0295. 3, and then we like to support down here at 0.027. Keep in mind, again, this is an earnings play. If they come up with bad earnings news, we're actually going to stay away from it. We're not interested in it at all. The next play on the list, guys, is ENZC. And with ENZC, as you can see, this is an amazing breakout play where yesterday it broke out of that all-time high of 0.0095, and after it broke that, it just went on a tear, and it ran over 100% to top out at 2 cents today. So very nice. Now, if you guys are new to this is a sub penny stock. It literally cost less than a penny a couple days ago. Now with these plays, they are higher risk but higher reward, as you can see this huge run up here. However, now that ENZC has broken out and it has ran at 100+%, we're now looking for a panic dip buy here as well. And we're looking for that because it had such a big run up. So we're going to look at that 3 to 5 day support so we could gauge a good spot to go ahead and potentially buy this if it does panic dip buy. We're gonna dive into the 5-day 5-minute so we can check out the multi-day support. And what we found, if this thing does dip, we like the support down here at 0.0015, around here in the low ones. Also, keep in mind that breakout is 0.0095, so that's a key spot. So if this does panic, ideally it gets a dip all the way down there. Now, it did have a nice close and created more support today at 1.5, so that could be another good support spot. But for us, when we want to see a panic dip buy, we really want to see it dip. So we like to see it get down into the low ones tomorrow morning if it does get that sell-off. Now, if it doesn't get the sell-off tomorrow morning, let's say it holds and ends up continuing, we're still going to watch it for that panic dip because we think it is due for one. It is due for a really big pullback after such an extreme run in 2 days. This thing is due for that pullback. So we'll always keep an eye on this one for those big dips throughout the week if it doesn't happen tomorrow morning. All right, and then the last one on the list here, guys, it is LKNCY. It's actually a weird coffee company, but we're watching this one just like we're watching the other two for a potential panic dip buy. So this watch list is actually perfect for that pattern because that's one of the 4 patterns that we like to play consecutively. It's one of the patterns that we found some consistency in. So this watch list is good because you have 3 plays with the same exact pattern. So that way, if you're new, you can get some experience with this pattern. If you're experienced, if you've been with us for a little bit, you could potentially play these patterns tomorrow morning. The panic dip buy has the best potential to make you quick money because when it gets that sharp dip, the bounce is really sharp. Now, keep in mind, this is one of the harder plays out of our 4 patterns. This might be the hardest one. So if you are new, just watch us play it in the chat tomorrow morning, or check out these 3 stocks from the watch list and see how they play out tomorrow morning. If they do line up with those dips, watch them get nice bounces. We want to see the sellers step in here early, and the reason we like the panic dip buy here instead of waiting for it to come break out of 5 is because this has now been running up for 3 straight days, and it started its run up at 3. After it broke out of the multi-month resistance of 330, it did have a nice run up, and since it did run up, now it's creating that setup for a potential panic dip buy because now it is up from $3 all the way. It touched around $4.75 today in 3 days. So we expect that pullback to come. Let's go ahead and dive into the 1 day, 1 minute so we could see the support that we're looking for the pullback to fall to. Just like the other ones, we want to see a deep panic, and we want to see that panic happen quick. Like within 5 minutes, we want to see it drop like 30%. That's what we like to see. That's what we consider panic. We don't want to see a gradual decline. And if sellers do step in on this stock tomorrow morning, we're going to watch this support area. As you can see, it had clear support of 386, 385 area. So that'll be a really nice dip, almost $1 from where it's at right now. And if it happens quick enough, we think the bounce could happen really quick because this one has had legs in the past 3 days and it has had buyers in the past 3 days. So we think that it could get that quick bounce. So to wrap it up, guys, 3 stocks, all 3 are OTC plays, and all of them are on panic dip buy watch, which is one of our favorite patterns to play. Don't be scared. If you watch enough of these, you'll be able to take advantage of them as well. And what's nice, this gives you that morning bag when it usually happens. All right, guys, so that wraps it up for the watch list tonight. Hope you guys picked up some good tips. Hope you guys picked up some good tickers with these 3. For all my snipers, we got webinar Wednesday tomorrow. For everyone else, we'll be doing this every single Tuesday night. We've been doing it since the beginning of the year, and we're going to continue it out. For my snipers, we'll see you guys tomorrow. For everyone else, we'll see you guys next week. Sniper Nick, out. Peace.